You're not tired. You're undisciplined. Let's cut through the noise. You're not tired. You're not burnout. You're not overworked. You're undisciplined. And no one's going to say it to your face. But it's time someone did. Because what you call fatigue is often just lack of structure. What you call stress is often just lack of self-control. What you call burnout is often just burning time on the wrong things. And deep down you know it. Modern exhaustion isn't physical. It's spiritual. It's the kind of exhaustion that comes from lying to yourself every day. From living out of alignment. From hitting snooze on your potential while blaming your schedule. You say you're tired, but you've never pushed your limits. You've never gone all in. You've never truly earned exhaustion through effort. Instead, you're drained from 1,000 unfulfilled promises to yourself. The diet you said you'd stick to. The workout you skipped. The book you never opened. The goals you wrote down but never touched. The purpose you abandoned for a few cheap hits of dopamine. You're not tired. You're haunted by what you know you're capable of, but refuse to become. Let's be honest, you waste more energy avoiding the work than doing the work. You think discipline is hard? Try regret. Try waking up a decade from now with the same complaints, the same struggles, the same life. You think early mornings are painful? Try explaining to your future kids why you never became what you could have been. You think saying no to distractions is boring? Try spending your whole life being average, knowing you were born for more. That's the real exhaustion. The fatigue that comes from knowing you're losing time. Knowing you're capable of greatness but living like a ghost. The truth is, you don't need rest. You need resolve. Because most men don't need a break. They need conviction. You're not tired from doing too much. You're tired from doing too little that actually matters. You're tired from constantly switching goals, living on autopilot, chasing validation, indulging in cheap comforts, running from silence, distracting yourself from your own mediocrity. You're mentally exhausted because your mind is overcrowded with nonsense. You're physically unmotivated because your body is underused. You're emotionally numb because your soul is underfed. And the cure is not another nap. It's not another mental health day. It's not another excuse. The cure is discipline. Discipline brings clarity. Because once you decide who you want to be, and commit to it, life simplifies. You stop negotiating with weakness. You stop entertaining doubt. You stop explaining yourself to people who aren't even in the arena. Your schedule stops being a list of things you might do, and becomes a list of things you will do. Discipline kills noise. It kills fatigue. It kills confusion. Because nothing is more energizing than being aligned with your purpose. You don't need caffeine. You need character. You don't need more breaks. You need more belief in your mission. You don't need sympathy. You need standards. You need to look yourself in the mirror and admit, I'm not tired. I'm just soft. I'm not exhausted. I'm just unfocused. I'm not overworked. I'm underdisciplined. And then do something about it. Most men today are exhausted because they're scattered. They're scrolling for hours, watching other people live. They're chasing women who don't respect them. They're consuming junk for the mind, body, and soul. They're reacting to life instead of building one. No purpose. No structure. No mission. And the worst part? They think this is normal. They call it just being human. But it's not. It's being mediocre. You weren't born to scroll. You weren't born to beg. You weren't born to coast. You were born to rise, to conquer, to build, to become something so disciplined, so focused, so unstoppable, that fatigue doesn't even make sense to you anymore. Discipline is the cure for almost everything you're struggling with. Anxiety? Discipline creates order. Depression? Discipline builds momentum. Laziness? Discipline burns it out. Weakness? Discipline trains it into strength. Confusion? Discipline brings direction. Insecurity? Discipline earns self-respect. You can journal. You can meditate. You can talk. You can vent. But until you act, until you show up, until you sharpen your edge and master your will, nothing changes. So here's the challenge. The next time you hear yourself say, "I'm tired," stop and ask, tired of what exactly? Tired of pretending? Tired of hiding from your potential? Tired of delaying the life you know you were born to live? Because if the answer is yes, then good. Let that exhaustion be your wake-up call. Let it fuel your rage against mediocrity. Let it become the fire that burns away the weakness in you. No more excuses. No more whining. No more comfort-first living. Discipline is not a punishment. It's the only path to peace. And the men who master it, they don't get tired. They get stronger.